So a few years ago, our wholesaler was sending every new set that came on the market, and we stopped doing that because I got to the stage where we were beginning to be totally non-adjustable or not doing above 2.7 watts and things like that. And I've found one which we never did. Albrecht AE6120, still a current set. They are $59.95. Recommended price is $79.95. So brand new set. Never did it. Now these are these little tiny teeny weeny sets. You know, the bigger ones with the splittable fronts and things like that, they always were really badly set up out of the factory. So I don't know what they were doing there, or whether we just managed to get all the ropey ones. So it's about something like the 5th of May. Albrecht AE6120VOX. So it's voice operated. You can set it so you just talk and it goes into transmit. If for people who don't know what VOX means, actually voice operated relays. Our stock number 420 for people who don't need to know that. Looking for the serial number. Didn't they put it on the box? No? So it's obviously so worthless. I've just put the test gear on, so all the frequency readings will not be quite accurate yet. So wow, we've got an instruction book with it. Isn't that incredible? So it's the usual teeny weeny set. We've got quite a big project to do. I've got a audio line base station, and it's got no innards in it. And we've got a President KP77 base station with the wrong innards in it. And our KP77, somebody's put an audio line base station innards in it. So I'm going to take the audio line innards out of the KP77 and put it in the audio line, and we can plug the audio line, can't we? The audio line comes in a box. But it's a very, very big job. Somewhere I've got a scrap board for a KP77, so if I came across that, we would put that in the KP77 and restore that as well. As you know, the KP77s were 2 watt converted 23 channel European set. I say converted, it was all legally done. It's not something dodgy, but sometimes KP77s don't like working on all 40 channels. It was only ever intended to be a VFO over 22 channels. So it was for the Dutch market, wasn't it, originally? So yes, the usual teeny weeny set. So let's see what it does straight out of the box. So we've got a permanently wired power lead. These have a meter on the front, which you won't be able to adjust any of the things on. But they do have a meter on the front for people who like meters, because some of the teeny weeny sets don't. Power supply on. It's come on, of course it's on EU. We will need to change that. For some bizarre reason it wants to tell you the frequency. Why would anyone want to need to know that? I don't know. So it's doing AM and FM CEPT. Well, I need this to work on UK channels. It's our setup we optimised for UK. So English, scan, reset to factory, specification 4 watts, and it says receive 1 microvolt for 10 dB synad, and that's not particularly good, so I think it's going to exceed that, but I think they put that to say, oh yeah, well that's minimum spec. So how do we set it? Here we go. selecting the right country, turn off the radio, press the mode button, up, down, and then on and off again. So switch it off. Well, how do we do that? Oh yeah. No? That's it. Right. Switch it on, holding the mode button. It's flashing, so it's you. Switch it off. And it's gone on to UK channels. So chances are that if we switch mode, it'll probably go to EU FM. It does. Oh! Wow! Well, I go to the foot of our stairs, apart from the Thunderpole and the odd president, none of the others do this. It goes through all the right channels. So let's go to channel 20 so it's easy to... Oh, it's volume that. Where's channel? Oh, you've got to plug the mic in to have a channel thing, right. Anyone know where I put the mic? Well, I go to the foot of our stairs, except I haven't got any. So 2779125, it hasn't got enough digits to show you the real frequency. FM UK. Mode AM 27205. Mode 27205 FM. Mode back to UK. It's exactly how it should be. Well, I'll give them 11 out of 10 for that. Oh. Well, it's the first time I've seen a teeny weeny set working how you'd expect it to do for the UK. Right, we need to plug in. We've done the see how many watts it's doing. I'll switch picture in picture on. We're going to the 3 watt scale, so full scale deflection on the meter. Let's put the meter where I can see it and key up. We were on channel. We're now on. I can't get used to the fact that it's only on here. So 2779125, and we've got 2.7 watts. Printed this onto cardboard, which I'd do some of the hymns on for church, but there you go. So I'm going to have to put an extra box in there. CEPT channel 1. So channel 20, 2.7 watts. It's going to take me longer to change channel on the set than anything else, I think. Channel 40, 2.7 watts. Channel 1, 2.8 watts. CPT FM channel 1, 2.85. .7 watts, 2.8 watts, 2.85 watts, and then AM exactly the same, 2.85. I wondered if it would make a difference. You see? Changing it every time. I want channel 20. There we go. Transmit current 1.29 amps. Doesn't have low power. It's not a 2781 set. We'll look at the deviation for just for the giggles on this test set. Wallow. It says 1.2. Probably is as well. I won't be able to do that accuracy for half an hour, so we'll leave that alone. We won't be doing the VCO. We'll look at the frequency. I'm going to take this with a pinch of salt for now, because the test set's only just been put on. $27,79096, it will come up, and I doubt it's adjustable. So we know it's doing 3 watts out, but when we key up, it reads that number of bars. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, reads 8. Okay, we'll put the signal generator on them, and I'll deliberately put the frequency off because obviously the thing hasn't warmed up yet. 2779 098, we'll get it to 2779 098. There's very few adjustments on this other than power and deviation and mod. So we'll look at the synad. We'll also have to override the squelch. Wonder how we do that. And this is what's frustrating about small sets. So do we press mode? Oh, do we press squelch there? And then we expect we turn it down. I'll turn it to off. Try doing that when you're driving. Plumbing site better than what they said. So we've got 0.3 for 12 dB synad. For 10 dB, which they were spouting about, it's 0.27. And for 20, it's 0.48. So there's no adjustments for that. What you get's what you get. Squelch. Minimum squelch. Let's put the attenuator on so you can see what I'm doing. So we've got minimum squelch. As you can see, that is set to squelch setting 1. So if you go any lower than that, it's off. So that's our very minimum squelch. Sensitivity is 1.3 microvolts. Not good. And tight squelch. Let's just turn it up. Where does it end? It wraps around. It's 34. So let's now fiddle with the attenuator, see if it ever comes in. It does. And it is 2.3 millivolts. Do these have auto squelch? They do. Just turn this to off, and then we'll go to auto squelch. Do you hold it? You do. So at the moment it's auto squelch setting 6. So as it comes out of the box, let's see what that is. It is 1.9 microvolts. Probably about right. And let's see what the minimum it will do, just for our own messing about. See what auto squelch 1 does. is 0.72. So you can see the minimum squelch on normal squelch was 1.3. Minimum squelch on auto squelch is 0.72, which is better sensitivity. There you go. I'll put that back to where it was. S meter. So I've got S9 on, 100 microvolts, and it's reading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to get it to read what you'd expect to be 9, what is 9? You know, because it's not calibrated. It's about it's 1 millivolt. It's just there as a guide, isn't it? Okay. So we'll open it up. Oh, we'll break the seal. I won't be able to take you back now. Let's turn the volume down. Oh, it's those Torx things. That's what they're called, those Torx things. There's a toss-up to do this or a Barney-Toner at 66. Okay, so I've just borrowed a couple of Torx screwdrivers off Mr. Chippy's bench. And hopefully one will fit. That one. So what's that? T8. Just check it's not that one. No. So I'll make sure I put those back. This lid's plastic. Pluggable speaker. See what, it's got thicker wiring than some. So is this a no adjustment set then? That's going to be fun, isn't it? Yeah, it's no adjustment at all. How frustrating. Can you see why we're just not buying sets? Because there's just nothing we can do with them. They come out of the box, they kind of work, and there you are. I'll just see if there's any hidden menus. Okay, well, I haven't spotted any hidden menus. So what I'm just going to do, we'll just go into this menu and just see what features it's got. So key bleeps on or off. Roger bleep off or on. Let's see what happens with the... How do we work this? Roger bleep 1. So it's got a pile of silly ones just like that. Was it Joe Pick's 900 Pro we did last? Right. Auto squelch. It's just the emergency channel. I think that, I don't know. Yeah. Scan mode. Vox. Yeah, we've got Vox, haven't we? RF gain. Yeah, it's got RF gain. You can select that and faff about with it. I don't need to do that. Timeout timer. AOP. And then factory reset. AOP. Any old power? I don't know. So, yeah, it's all there, isn't it? Except AOP. Right, let's go back to normal. And then go into the menu. What's AOP? I don't know. It's keyed up. Okay, well it's not shown in the instruction book, so there we go. That's another set we can't do anything with them, isn't it? Okay, I've found we've got one of the filter coils here, and it's clear that they've got a point in there which is they're making for adjustment for fine tuning of the transmitter, and I've closed that gap and we've now got 3.1 watts. So it's the opposite to coil stretching. Let's see what we've got on other channels. Channel 40, 2.9 watts, wrong button. .1 CPT, .1. when you key up. Still does that. I'm disappointed over the transmitted audio because it's very quiet. I'll go through to our other test set. Perhaps it's the Marconi one on a bad day. It is actually 2.1, so that's fair enough. So it's 2.1, and the frequency. Now we've been on that kind of length of time, just put that so you can see. It needs to be over 100, 2779, 100 plus for it to. It's not yet there, is it? Go back to UK. I don't know why it keeps. Oh, there we are. 2779-100. I mean, it is acceptable. It will be higher than that by the time everything's warmed up. So I will come back to it in another 15 minutes or so. Okay, so back to this a couple of hours later. See where we are frequency wise. 27. Oh, of course, it's bound to have changed channel. It's 2779-120. So that's as near as, damn it, is it not? Should of course be 2779-125. So the only thing that's happened is that coil I was able to manipulate, and it clearly is a point at which they're doing that at, and it's 3.1 watts. Remember, this test set is only looking at the RF on 27 megs, whereas an ordinary power meter is going to add up all the unwanted spurious emissions as well. So if you put this on a hobby meter, it's probably doing a good 4 watts anyway. So I always say that because you know, it makes these sets look crappier than they are, and we'll see what it just sounds like on our talkie-walkie. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. It sounds quite crisp. I'm going to do the on the air test pretty shortly, and all we've got to do is put the lid back on and return Mr. Chippy's screwdrivers before he notices. First time I ever came across Torx was in the late 1980s, and it was Peugeot cars. I was working Nottingham Radio, having to fit two-way radios and taking bits of trim out, and I thought there were special things which was unique to Peugeot, so I had to keep sending the drivers down to the Peugeot to get these panels unscrewed, and then we actually realised you could actually buy these Torx drivers. So there you go. So they weren't unique to Peugeot after all. Yeah, well, it was better set up than I was going to expect. Really pleased about the seamless nature of it going from one band to another. Not that we're ever going to change bands, but some people might. This gets very hot in transmit. While I was doing the transmit setup, so, as hot as you'd want to ever it to be, you know. So keep these kind of things in a well ventilated position. Well, we're going to have to drop the squelch off, aren't we? Well, no, Roger. Changing that again for channel. It does have scans somewhere. So that's AM. There we go. The Albrecht AE6120 VOX. Don't need to demonstrate VOX, do I? Thanks for watching.